is April Wallace. This is
Kathy Wallace.
my mother. We're just starting this video series just to, I don't know, have a talk. We'll probably learn a lot about ourselves, I guess, and I don't know, share and hopefully inspire others or that just want to listen to us banter on about shit.
Sound off.
Yeah. So, well, what are we talking about then?
Oh, I think we're going to talk about happiness. Are people really happy with themselves or what's going around them?
It's like focused on Giggles in the back.
Yeah, our mascot here.
Yes, I named him Giggles. I said I wanted the gargoyle wherever we were buying it, and they said it's a Giggle, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna name him Giggles.
So
That's funny.
Gargoyle the Giggles guy.
So happiness, I don't know. I always question if I'm happy or if other people around me are happy, and I don't know. I think it's a good question. I read some article or something, which I feel like all my stories start out like this. I always talk to her. I say I read an article.
I read an article,
but about that it's not so much about happy. Like if we're happy, it's about the pursuit of happiness, which makes us happy. Which I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose it does. I mean, are you happy with the way you are, with the way you look, with your life, with your job? I mean, are you just happy with all your materialistic things, or do you just want to be a simple person and just go with the flow?
Yeah, I mean, like, I like things. I think we all like things, whatever that thing is, but I don't know. I've done a lot of reading lately with, like, this book here is a good example. Obviously, The Power of the Now, which I'm probably going to read something from in a little bit, but how important it is to live in the now, and it's not so much about being in a relationship to make you happy, to make you whole, or, buying a new car or whatever, just anything, all these different things that make you happy. That's not what life is about.
No, first I think you need to be happy with yourself. All the materialistic things mean nothing if you don't like yourself.
And that's true. Like, I don't know, it's a hard thing to do. We're all on a search for self-discovery, I think, but really, do we even know what that means?
But I think we're all on self-destruction as well.
Yeah. We're our own worst enemies. Like, I always sit and judge myself with how I look. Like, I have this conversation every day. I feel like I've put on a lot of weight. I know I have. We all used to be thinner at one point in time, and
yeah, it's like what happened.
Beer, food, wine.
Years of destruction.
Yes.
Yes, our wine.
Yeah, well, recently for those that know us, I guess at all, we were in Rapid City, South Dakota for a family reunion, and we finally went to a winery. I think it was our first winery we've been at. But Prairie Berry Winery.
In Rapid City, South Dakota.
Calamity Jane, like, we're not sponsored by them or anything, but, like, seriously, we recommend this wine, Calamity Jane. It smells like a Jolly Rancher, but it's really good.
And great it's wine. Very tasty, but it can be very destructive.
It's not, like, overly sweet.
No, but, once you drink it, you really want it. And I was really a white wine drinker, but I like this now.
I always like red wine, but I always used to go for the cheap stuff at Trader Joe's, which is still okay, but I don't know. If you want good wine, you gotta pay for it.
Yeah, just like anything else, if you want something good, you gotta pay for it.
What you pay for.
You get what you pay for, it's correct. Yeah, but getting back to, what we were talking about before is, are you happy with yourself? Well, like me, I don't know if I'm happy with myself, but I'm on this kick now where I'm gonna lose some weight. I recently went out of work for some health reasons, so now I'm working on taking control of myself, and it's my accountability this time. So I have want to lose 60 pounds in the next 4 months, so hopefully during this videos you can see the change in me over the next 4 months as I go down my path of taking control of my life and making myself happier. Starting with me, not anybody else.
Mm-hmm. So I think your problem is it's not a problem, but you would always focus on my dad and myself, and, it's...
Like me, I'm one person that worries about everybody else instead of myself.
I keep telling you, like, don't worry about us, we're fine. Like, I'm of age where I could take care of myself now, and my dad, I'd like to think he could take care of himself, too.
Well, I certainly hope so, but there's questions about that every day.
Yeah, some days. But, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm not there to really support you like I should, because it's hard, you've had a lot of issues in the past with health, and You know, I really want to see you improve yourself and just, you know, really find yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I'm going to be 50 years old, and now I think, did I really ever find myself in all these years? I don't know. But I guess I'm going to find out.
That's why I keep telling you to read all those books that I've been reading. The Power of the Heart and The Power of Now, which is a really good book.
That's why I'm drinking red wine instead of white. Wow. Trying something new.
Oh, okay.
Because I was a white wine drinker. I'm like this red, though.
And you came to that brewery, too, when we were down there.
I tried some strange beer.
It was good stuff.
It's okay, but I like this much better.
Yeah. I don't know, like, too, the subject of happiness, I always used to think about, you know, I want someone else there to, you know, boyfriend to make me feel happier, but reading all these books that I've been reading, it's like, you need to be whole yourself and be happy, which sometimes is hard because we as humans, we want someone else there. You know, it's like I have a great support system, my mom, my dad, and other family members, but it's like, you know, I always think I'd want someone else kind of outside of my family to talk to. But,
you have your cats.
Well, yeah.
And they don't talk back, they just listen.
Yeah, but they're family too, they don't talk. No. But, I don't know, just the power of the now, which I just feel so stupid for I was referring back to this, but I probably always will. That today I was reading a few pages and it was just talking about relationships and stuff, and which here, I'll read a little bit of it, because I think it's true. Okay, it says, humanity is under great pressure to evolve because it is our only chance of survival as a race. This will affect every aspect of your life and close relationships in particular. Never before have relationships been as problematic and conflict-ridden as they are now. It says, as you may have noticed, they are not here to make you happy or fulfilled. Which is true. Like, people, I don't know if people want someone else there to just validate them, to know that they're important. Sorry, our cat's down there. To validate that they're important, or what. Like, when I was in high school, you know, you'd see so many girls in particular, well, girls and guys, that would have a new girlfriend or boyfriend each week. And I was always like, what the hell is your problem?
I think people need to rise above that. I mean, they really need to think about themselves first and then move on to having a partner. You know, it doesn't matter their race, sex, whatever. It just, you need to take care of yourself, realize who you are first, and then you can move on to having a healthy relationship with somebody else. You know, it doesn't mean you need to get married. You can just have a partner and just enjoy life together.
Mm-hmm. I think the problem with our society is that a lot of us are taught when we're growing up that you need to, you know, grow up and get a full-time job, have kids, get, you know, a white picket fence house, and, you know, that's your life.
That's not how it is nowadays.
I mean, I'm sure having a kid's a wonderful thing, but I mean, as whoever's watching this, I mean, if you know me, like, I hate kids. There's a lot of people that don't want kids, but they love kids, but I just don't want anything to do with them. I mean, I don't know,
Well, you might change your mind in a few years, but that could be down the road, but that's not even the issue.
Well,
you know, you just need to take control of your own self and worry about you, and then move on to having a relationship with somebody else. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, just worry about yourself first.
People just want to fall in love and everything, and referring back to one of the books I've read, again, they say that, you know, I don't remember how exactly they put it, but they say you each don't fall in love, I don't know how I put it, like, you fall in love as one. You're not each in love, if like you truly love each other, you fall in love together as like one, if that even makes sense. I don't remember how they put it, but it made sense in the book.
Yeah, well, it does make sense, I guess. I mean, you're not gonna, you know, they always say, you know, love at first sight. Do people really know what love is? And I think the more you spend time with somebody, it's not going to be like overnight. It's like you need to learn about that person inside, outside, you know, in the world around us. Then you can really truly say to somebody, yes, I really love that person for who they are, what they are. You know, I mean, it's not an overnight thing. It's a long process. You know, maybe people like that get selfish in the end, that they like to be alone. But I think people really need to learn to be alone, because somebody's not always going to be there every second of the day.
You know, 'cause someone could just decide they all of a sudden don't like you anymore and break up with you.
And they'll be gone. It's like, well then, are you that insecure? Then you just pick up the next person and just on rebound, and that's not how this world should be. You need to be secure with yourself to stand on your own 2 feet at the time, and then get yourself back together and then move on. Or, you know, people are very insecure with themselves, but you can't be so judgmental of yourself. You need to really realize that, okay, I'm a strong person. I can take care of that, do my own thing.
Yeah.
It's okay to walk across the street by yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay to walk into a mall by yourself.
You still might die crossing the street even if you're with someone, so
it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just like you can go somewhere by yourself. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, people don't turn their head that crazy anymore when you're by yourself. A lot of people are by themselves.
Yeah.
It's like
doesn't mean they're lonely though.
No, it doesn't mean they're lonely. It's just like, you know, maybe they want to go do something by themselves. They don't want to be bothered with somebody else's. Well, let's go do this. Let's go look at this. They know they're on a mission for themselves. Let's get her done.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, well, we were on a family reunion this weekend about our wine and stuff, and we had a really great time with all of our relatives, and it was very nice to see all of them as well, and fun playing scat.
That's what our family is known for.
Yep, playing scat. And we like that game a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. We've pretty much played it all day. Or it's called 31 too, I guess.
Yeah,
if you don't know what scat is.
Yeah, we call it scat.
It's a good game.
It's fun. Yep, it is.
It's definitely a different life out in Rapid City where we were. I mean, it's different everywhere you're going to travel, but it's... Like, I'm so used to be in downtown Minneapolis now. It's like it's definitely slower pace out there and just not as go, go, go like we are, which is interesting.
Definitely a lot cheaper there, too. As,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of things are not quite as expensive as they are here.
Yeah.
But, I think I'd rather be in the faster pace.
Yeah. We went to Subway partway out there and it was so slow.
God, yeah.
Which, yeah.
Yeah, us in Minnesota, we're like, let's move it, move it, move it.
It's hard when you're used to that. You go somewhere, it's like, I try to be understanding, but it was so slow. I'm like, dude, you really need to, like, come on, let's go. And I don't have all day. We're really not going anywhere, like, super important. But, like, come on, we're not, I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, we're used to the fast pace and let's move along.
Yes.
You know, just kind of like our roads, too. Everybody's in a hurry here.
Everyone was in a hurry out there, too.
Yeah, well, out there the speed limit's 80. So you can pretty much go 85 and be good to go.
It's okay, I went 90 most of the way.
You all were sleeping.
You probably killed it.
I don't want to be aware. All I said was if you get a ticket, you're on your own.
Well, we were good. We made it home alive.
Yeah, we're here. We had to get home to see our cats.
Yes.
The love of our lives.
Barely gone 2 days.
Yeah.
It's definitely a hard thing, like, since our family members are so far, most of our family's far away, and it's like they lead a lot of different lives, and, you know, it's, like, Johanna said that it's, one of our, how was she related?
She's our aunt, my aunt.
Yeah. She said, you know, she doesn't really like family reunions because it's so hard for everyone to talk to each other, which is true. That's one reason why I guess I was like, well, I don't know, it's hard to go talk to everyone, and there are some people there that I didn't really know, which are, you know, relatives of, well, I guess they're related just to.
They're relatives of my aunt's husband. Yeah.
Which I don't know if we were all just like shy of each other and didn't want to talk, but I don't know. This is where I kind of got judgmental. This is even just another topic for another video about being judgmental. It's hard not to be, you know, and I don't know.
Right, it's hard not to be that judgmental of other people, which, you know, you really need to step back and really take a look at the whole picture before you really say anything. You know, because everybody is different. If this world we were all alike, it'd be pretty boring. But people have just gotten so violent, and it's just, you know, everybody gets so judgmental and angry right away. It's like, just step back, look at the whole picture before you really, you know, get too crazed out. You know, not everybody's perfect. You know, everybody's different. Everybody, you know, learns stuff at a different pace, accepts stuff at a different pace. It's like, just step back.
Yeah.
You know, you'll live longer. Keep your blood pressure down. Maybe drink some wine.
Yeah, that too.
Well, I guess we'll be back next week.
Yes. We're gonna try to make it a weekly thing.
Who knows what we'll be talking about next week? You know,
it's your week to.
Oh, it's my week to decide. Oh boy.
I decided to pick the subject of happiness this week. We're each gonna pick a topic each week. That's who knows where it's gonna go. I don't know. We just decided we wanted to make videos, whether you like it or not. Well, I don't know what to tell you. If you like it though, at least like the video and share it or something.
Yeah, and if you ever get to Rabbit City, go to this winery,
Prairie Berry Winery.
Yes, and have this wine. Or they don't sell this in Minnesota, unfortunately, only in South Dakota.
Yeah.
Or you can order it online.
Yeah.
But I would recommend it's about $14 a bottle, and it's well worth it.
They could sponsor us too, because we really like it.
Yeah, we could. They could.
Yeah. So I don't know. Otherwise, just a shameless self-promotion here. I do have another YouTube channel for my segment called Meet the Locals, where I do a lot of local band interviews from Minneapolis and St. Paul, Twin Cities, whatever. And some touring bands, which I'm trying to get on doing, some bigger touring bands that are coming through the city. So subscribe to my channel, subscribe to this channel. We're going to get a hang of the whole YouTube thing. And yeah, I don't know. We'll be back next week.
Sounds good. Signing off.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.